For me, I made a decision, and my decision was to be the best person I could. And I basically, a lot of mornings I wake up and say, fuck your feelings. And that doesn't mean like, you know, don't take it literally, fuck your feelings. But sometimes you have to go beyond what you're feeling. And my knees were fucked, but guess what? I wanted to run. And I knew that, okay, you can get knee replacements, this and that. Like I said, it wasn't because of I ran too much. People always want to say, oh man, you ran so much so you fucked up your body. You know, you don't want to be like David Goggins. I hear it all the time. You don't want to be like David Goggins. But
so there's your knee.
Yeah, there it is.
First of all, look at the fact that there's zero space between those bones.
Yes, sir.
From the top, from your tibia to your femur, there's zero space.
I wanted to be the guy that people looked at. I don't care if you liked me or didn't like. I don't care. But said this motherfucker is gonna keep coming after whatever the fuck is in front of him. I wanted that. I wanted that worse than anything in the world. So that is, I kept picturing me falling down and getting up, and every motherfucker that called me nigger, I was dumb. Even myself, I wanted to feel something besides defeat. I wanted to just go the distance. And that going the distance pushed me to a point of where now I go way past the distance. But basically, and you see here, but basically what I did was I had this.
But that's 100 pounds in 3 months,
right,
though. Like most people lose 30 pounds and they have a bunch of marks everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, and their chest is like falling down and
right.
stuff. How'd you do that? Is there a secret?
There is a secret, and I hate to even divulge it, but I'll give you a little piece of it. It's a little piece of it. I developed a psychotic weight routine. Mm-hmm. So most people who want to lose weight, they go into this serious cardiovascular, just dropping calories.
Yeah.
So yeah, that helps you lose weight, but what happens is, man, you have this loose skin all over your body.
Yeah.
So I invented this routine. It was called like anywhere from the 100 to 500 routine. So I pick a light weight and I go in there and I smoke out that, like, so let's say it's bench press. Let's say I can do the bar 100 times without stopping. You want to pick something that you can do over 100 times without stopping. Here in that 100-mile race I did, I started figuring out more and more and more and more about at the other end of suffering is a life that no one, and I'm not talking about go out there and kill yourself. Don't take these words and flip them and say, oh my God, no. It just be uncomfortable. I call it suffering.
Don't physically injure yourself.
Yes, not saying that.
And then be out for 6 months.
That's right.
That's no good.
That's no good. I'm not saying do what I did.
Yeah.
I was in a spot that life forced me. I had a choice. I had a choice to be this guy or the guy that's in front of you. I had choices. I chose this path.
And you're still choosing it.
And I'm still choosing it.
You can go back to that guy at any moment.
Because I found out something with those stress fractures. I found out something through facing all these things. I found out a whole nother world, which is why I walk around with all my stuff in a black backpack. That's Goggins. Goggins saying, fuck all of you who don't like me, who don't want to, and that person then comes in. But you have to be David Goggins and say, man, I'm afraid of this. I'm fucked up here. Life made me this way here. I stutter. I have these issues with reading and writing, and I'm fat and I'm insecure. You have to face that in that dark room. In that dark room is who you are. But in that dark room is where you have to create another human being that walks out of that dark room to face who you are. That's the only way you're gonna get over all those things. You have to create someone else. Not like you have two different personalities, it is you. But you have to find strength. And that visualization of almost me cracking out Goggins, like almost like that Superman cape, like I'm coming out a different person, a person that doesn't give a fuck about anything, who doesn't care about being judged, who knows I'm weak, who knows I'm afraid, who says, whatever you think about me, take it, whatever, I'm here. But literally, I'm in there spraying for cockroaches. And every day, it wasn't like, it was like, I woke up and said, I'm gonna change my fucking life. I was being haunted for fucking years of just being a loser. But I'm back here, and I went to the recruiter's office, and they said pretty much, I saw a Discovery Channel show about Navy SEALs. I said, I'm afraid of the water. I gotta become somebody I'm proud of. Long story short, went to the recruiter's office. He said, pretty much, you're fat and you're black. I said, man, you're an observant motherfucker. But what happened was, he said I only had a few months to lose 106 pounds. So I'm back at this restaurant, fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, spraying cockroaches. I hit the motherload of cockroaches. They come falling over my fucking head everywhere. Rats and shit. I was spraying this stuff around. And it was in that moment, I realized this is the rest of my fucking life. So for instance, today I woke up and I just got to London and I don't know where to run here. It's very difficult to run around this place. So someone said, hey, you can run around out here, like around this 1 mile block. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that. So I went down to the gym and there's this like crazy elliptical trainer, but it's not a normal elliptical trainer. It's one that you like almost self-power. It's very...
Yeah, it's not electric. You
no,
do it. Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
So I got on that thing and I realized, man, this shit sucks. And after like 2 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So right then I realized, it looks like we're gonna be here for a while. So I did that for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not saying do that, but that's something I did today. Once my mind said, you know what, let's not do this today. I said, well, since my mind went there, I redirected it and said, just for having that weak thought, we're gonna be on here for a while. So 5 years ago, I wish I spent more time analyzing situations and really studying angles of like people. You know, there's a lot of good people out there, but there's also a lot of bad people out there. And I wish that I wasn't so trusting of people, that I was able to sit back, saw that everything has, a lot of things have an angle. And sometimes as you start to move up in life, you become a product versus a person. And you have to be aware of that sometimes as you start to move up the ranks and your hard work starts to pay off. You start to become a product versus a person. So watching people with a tighter lens.